Upstate New York cops allegedly stole thousands of dollars during a search. Guess what? I got the footage. Here it is.
Oh my God. You can share mine one other person. No, I'm as long as there's enough money to go around.
I think it's a couple.
All right, let's put the picture up full mass. Let me explain everything you just heard and what happened beyond that, okay? 2 officers from the New York Division of Parole were secretly recorded as they talked about stealing $6,000 they found while searching a parolee's bedroom. Now, why are they doing this? Oh, because nobody's going to believe the person on parole. Let's take advantage of this and steal probably a life savings jar or something. Let's take it all with the police. An unidentified officer and an officer identified as Doris Hernandez were in Shannon Carpenter and her boyfriend John Grandberry's bedroom. They found money hidden in Timberland boots. Grandberry was the subject of the search and was on parole. Hernandez has since been suspended with pay. Now, I'll be damned. You got to think about this. Suspended with pay after being on camera talking about stealing money. According to the State Department of Corrections and Community Supervision, which oversees the parole division, Thomas Maley, a spokesperson for the agency, did not give a reason for Hernandez's leave and did not respond to a question sent via email of whether the unidentified male officer had been suspended. Why is the male officer not on record here? Background on the search affected the couple. Meanwhile, the search put Grandberry back behind bars. He is being held on violating parole for possessing a weapon, a scale, and drugs, according to the Monroe County Jail census. Carpenter, who provided the full 3 hours of video to the city, said she had never seen the gun and that the knife, cannabis, scale, and money belonged to her. The money, she said, she saved while working for a food truck. At this point, whose credibility do you believe? The people you see in uniform stealing money and talking about how they're gonna split it up, or the individuals that are being stolen from? You have a up and down credibility issue here. The cops are the ones who are on tape stealing. She is not. All right, complaints filed against authorities in December. Buffalo-based attorney Brittany Penberthy filed a notice of intent, a precursor to a lawsuit, with the Department of Corrections and Community Supervision and the Parole Division. A notice of claim, a similar kind of legal document, was also filed against the Greece Police Department. The notices argue that Carpenter was a victim of unlawful search and seizure. Carpenter also filed a complaint with the state police. Yep, police stealing money, talking about how they're gonna split it up, all right? The only reason we are aware of it is because there happened to be a camera secretly recording their actions inside of that particular room. For those of you who think this does not happen, please understand, this was a random situation. This was not some kind of sophisticated scheme. This was not some type of operation. This was just a happenstance, something that took place by coincidence. And they caught him, right? How many times do you think they've done that? Think it was their absolute first time doing it? Well, that's not what the police say when they catch you. They don't say, well, this is your first time ever selling crack cocaine, or this is your first time ever speeding. No, they say things like you speed all the time. You just got caught this time. Well, there you go. Officers, you must, based on that logic, steal all the time. You just got caught that time. If they're willing to do this, they're willing to lie on people. They're parole officers, they're parole agents working for that division. If they're willing to do this, they're willing to lie, and they're willing to put people behind bars, is my opinion. All right, Ben, thoughts?
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. This happens all the time. And that's the thing. If you have friends who are like poor, right, or marginalized in one way or another, you hear these stories all the time. This is not surprising to anybody that has had any slight amount of difficulty in their lives, right? The only people who are not believing stories like this are honestly rich, upper middle class white folks living in the suburbs where they're like, oh golly gee, I know a police officer and he would never do anything like this because Bob is such a great guy, right? And it's just a lie, it's just a joke, because this happens all the time. I mean, literally, who are they going to believe? Might as well be the rallying cry of corrupt police officers across the country. Or really, you might as well put it on the badge of police officers, to be honest, at this point. Because how many scandals do we have to hear about? How many times do we have to hear about police officers sexually assaulting people they pull over for traffic tickets? How many times do we have to hear about police officers stealing from people or planting drugs on people or all these things? I mean, because if she's in violation of her parole for selling cannabis, I mean, come on. Literally, that's legal in half the country. Is this really the biggest problem in a country where teenagers can have access to assault rifles? Our big problem is who's the local pot dealer? I mean, come on. This is it's just absolutely unbelievable. It's, I guess it's shocking but not unbelievable. It's shocking but not surprising that this is where our country is.